I have not stopped laughing about this at bat for 3 days. I've watched it probably 100 times. It just makes me so happy. You know that scene in the movie where the main character is like, starting at the end of the movie, it's like, you want to know how I got to this position? And then the movie rewinds and he tells you exactly how he got to that position. Well, that's what we're going to do today, but only if you hit that subscribe button, because this video is for subscribers only. So don't be a cheater, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss this breakdown or any future breakdowns. So for those of you who are watching who have not seen the history between me and Jose, we're going to go ahead and we're going to play that right now so you kind of know what I'm talking about, because Jose and I have a little bit of a history. It stems from some at-bats we had against each other in the desert last quarantine. So I'm going to play that right now so you can check it out.
Strikeout pitch coming.
Hold wrong.
Whoa, Jose. I popped up to second base.
Look.
Let's pop up to second base. That ball went 100 feet.
Bro, that's a home run, bro.
That's a home run, or maybe
No,
on a,
bro,
a small field.
Home run?
Out. Pop up to second base.
Hey, let's fly ball to second base, he say.
500? Maybe 500 inches.
Oh man, so Jose and I have that at bat. A little bit of a backstory. Every time I was in Cleveland, every time I'd see Jose, we'd go back and forth and back and forth. We'd, talk back and forth, and we had a pretty good relationship like that. He's a pretty good shit talker for not speaking a lot of English. So I always used to tell him that when I faced him, I was going to tell him what pitches were coming and I was going to punch him out. And so I get the opportunity in the desert and don't tell him what pitches are coming in that at bat, and he hits what he considers a home run. Still to this day, he considers it a home run. Of course, we'll never actually know if it was or not. He did hit it pretty well. However, that's kind of the backstory. So you got me telling him for years in Cleveland that I was going to punch him out and tell him what pitches are coming. You got the home run, not home run, desert ball, and that hilarious interaction. So I'm just going to play for you, in case you haven't seen it, what just happened when we matched up in a spring training game. I'm just going to watch it through because it makes me so happy, and then we're going to break it down right after. So this is what just happened.
Jose Ramirez fouls this one off.
Well,
there's the
he
peekaboo
went with
pitch.
the closed-eye peekaboo delivery. And
Back to it.
yeah. Now, Bauer was asked after his first appearance, and we saw that, I referred to it as the closed-eye peekaboo delivery. Asked if there was a reason why, and he answered yes. But he did not elaborate.
He just told him what pitch was coming too. Did you see that? He told Ramirez, here comes number one.
But do you believe him?
Well, yeah, he gave him the high fastball.
And now he's motioning a breaking ball.
Comes the breaking ball.
Yeah, one eye, he's pointing, my eyes closed. Breaking ball, and there's the break.
I mean, Trevor's being honest. He's
Yeah,
telling him what's coming.
Well, he's being honest, the hitter, but he's not letting the information out to anyone else on why he's doing it. What surprises me is when you close your eye, immediately you lose depth perception. And he's showing slider. Yeah, one eye closed. I'm showing. Okay.
There it is. Oh.
This is unique. Fastball, one eye closed again.
There he goes. 2-2. Here comes the heat. Right by him. I don't know if Mark Pryor could watch.
What else can he do?
I mean, here it is. You know what's coming. Can't hit it. He's the champ.
All right, so that's all just such great fun. How did we get to that position in the game? So let's break this down. This is the first at bat that I have against Jose of the day, and I honored my word and I told him all the pitches that were coming. So here we go. Cutter up and in. I know, knowing something about Jose, I actually got some scouting reports on him from the time that I was with him in Cleveland, and I know that there's some things that he doesn't like, and generally cutter sliders up in this area he's not too fond of. Everything else he pretty much hits. You can get him on some curveballs down here sometimes if he's not feeling great at the plate. But I did want to go with the cutters up and in, because in those Desert Live at bats I threw him some of those and he definitely did not like those. So that's kind of the idea here. I signal to him cutter up and in. So for those of you who don't know, this hand symbol is kind of like a cutter. So this is fastball and that's like a cut fastball. Then you have slider with the glove and you have curveball with the glove, and you generally pull back like pulling the string for a changeup. So, and then anytime someone goes like this, it would be a two-seam or a sinker. So those are kind of the hand symbols, which is important because as you're watching the video, you'll be able to see me doing different things with my hand and my glove to signal what's coming. So I tell him first pitch, cutter up and in, and I miss up top. Here we go again. You can see the fastball right there. If we just scroll back a little bit, you can see the glove right over in this area. There's the symbol. There's the fastball symbol right there. And I'm signaling now. When I signal kind of up to this direction, it's a fastball up and in. If I signal up into this direction, fastball up and away. Similarly, down and away and down and in. So that's kind of the lingo that's going on here. So fastball up and in. And we get it there. He takes a huge hack. Look at this hack. It comes off balance. I love it. I love it. Okay, so there's really not any sequencing going on here. I'm going to draw where this one was just to kind of set the level. I'm not really trying to sequence anything here. I'm just like, hey, I'm telling you what's coming. I'm going to throw it, and we're going to see who wins. So he takes a huge hack and swings through it. And I'm like, oh, I'm telling him right here. I'm talking to him. I'm saying, oh, you're a little late, Jose, a little late. So we're kind of talking back and forth this entire at bat. So we're 1-1 here. If you notice, first fastball was 95. That one was 96. This one is 97. So I got a little bit of, my heart rate's up. I got a little adrenaline going here because I'm telling him what's coming, and it's just a fun matchup. So here we go. We go fastball in again with that glove signal. Missed down and in. Pulled it a little bit, 97. Here we come, next pitch, fastball away. So that's where I was saying when I signal kind of down in this way, it's fastball away. I'm just going to give him a chance to hit it right here. In this pitch, I'm just trying to fill up this part of the zone because I know that's where the most damage is probably going to come. So I'm just trying to see if I can beat him in the spot that he's going to hit it. And we get it right there, kind of down middle. And you can see actually here, he's right on this timing-wise. Look at that. Full extension through that ball. So you have full extension right here and right there. So he's dead on this ball. It just slides off his barrel just a little bit. But timing-wise, he is right on that. We get to 2-2. That was 96. Here comes 97. I give him the... All right, so this is kind of cool. So I give him the fastball. Here's the glove sign with the fastball. Right here, you can watch my arm. You can't really see the sign, but I'm going fastball right there. Kind of give a little bit of a head nod. I'm like, it's going to be another fastball. Here you go. You missed the last two. Then, if you see, so I give that, and then with my right hand, I actually give like this sign, which usually means center cut, right down the middle. So this is me just talking a little bit of friendly junk to him. There it is, that like, right down the middle sign right there with the hand. Boom, right down the middle, and then we go straight into it. Now, I'm just basically trying to throw this ball right where the red circle is. And since he knows it's coming, it's a 2-2 pitch here, and we actually get a chase on a pitch that's like way up above the zone. Now, Jose is probably one of the only guys in the league that can actually like put a barrel on this ball. He was dead on it timing wise. He was right on that again. You can see like he's having to like stand up to get to it, but full extension right there before contact and full extension through contact. And he's still taking a huge hack. I mean, just look at this hack in real time. Right on it. Okay. So now I'm talking to him like, okay. He's still a little bit late. Come on, Jose. Vamos, let's go. Come on, Jose. And I'm just talking to him. He's kind of laughing at me in between pitches. So here we go again. Here's the cutter sign. So here we're going cutter up and in. There, right there. There's that cutter sign. Boom. He goes, okay. He knows it's coming up and in. And I miss. And you can see right here, I'm like, because I think I have him. If I get that cutter kind of in this zone, I think he swings and misses at it. He doesn't like that pitch, as you'll see in the next, or actually a couple of bats, the third at bat. But I kind of like, I'm mad that I missed that pitch. I'm talking to myself, come on, you got to throw that for a strike. So now I don't want to walk him. So it's just like, all right, here's going to be your fastball away. That's where I'm trying to get it. 97 on this pitch. Don't get it down and away. We get it actually right in this zone right there. And you can see again, he's dead on time right through it. He's just missing it a little bit. Ball's just sliding off his barrel. I had a lot of lift on the ball in this game, so I think on a day where I have my normal fastball, he probably hits quite a few of these actually, but I had some good lift going on this day. I was spinning pretty good. So I'm yelling at him, come on, Jose, come on. Speed it up, get your bat going. Just kind of yelling at him the whole time. This one's 98. There's that fastball sign, just up and in. I thought he was late on that one, and here we go. Right there again, same exact result. He's right on it, just missing it. And he actually told people when he goes back to the dugout, he's like, oh yeah, I was right on it. I just, couldn't get on top of it, which is what we see here because he was dead on timing-wise. Here we go, fastball in. Way up above the zone. Full extension through that pitch. I say, okay. Here we go. So now we give the fastball and hand right here. We're signaling down. So I'm telling him I'm trying to throw it down in the zone. So I'm trying to get it here because I fully believe that if I execute this pitch right here, he swings and misses at it. After swinging at all these pitches up here, I think he swings and misses at that one down. So I thought I had him. And I get the ball down. Oh, that's not the one. Fastball up again. I missed my down. So now I go fastball again. I'm trying to get this ball down in this area, and I think this is the one where I just pull it down. So I get it down. It's actually about the right height from a freeze perspective, but I yank it way across the plate. I think if that ball's over here near the red circle, I have a chance of getting it framed and being a looking strike. But you can see my reaction here is I just yell at myself. I'm like, because I'm mad that I lost the battle. And you just look at Jose. He's just staring right at me. He gives me the little... It cuts off right before, but you can see he gives me the little like point, like, yeah, it's down. Like, why are you throwing a ball? Jose's an elite shit talker. He's just so good at it, especially for not speaking a lot of English. But anyway, here's the second at bat. So first at bat, I tell him everything is coming. Second at bat, I was like, okay, I got to lock in. I got to actually get through some innings here. I threw a lot of pitches in the first inning. I'm like, I got to get through some innings here, get my pitch count up and compete and get in that mindset. So this is me just competing against him straight up, not telling him what pitches are coming. And this is the first pitch slider in. So I'm actually trying to sequence on this one. So I'll walk you through what I'm thinking here. Let me draw my strikes. And actually that's not quite right. Let's see. We're more like right here. Let's give that. That's a decent strike zone there. Okay, so first off, I'm thinking, let me get a cutter up in this zone, and I miss. And then we come back with that same cutter, and we get that strike. So this is kind of the area that I'm thinking to him, if I can get that cutter right up top there, and you can see that cutter kind of crosses right about here, that's going to be a good location. So we started him off with 2 cutters. Now we come back. We're just going to abuse that spot a little bit. We get the cutter right in that zone, and we see this reaction. There's a little bit of like, okay, that's a ball. He sinks into his legs right here. This frame right here, if you watch his legs, he kind of sinks down a little bit. There's a little bit of buckle right there. You can see this kind of like the back toe is not really rotating. It's just kind of coming up, or the back heel, I should say. Okay. And then there's this little like, oh, he sits down again on this one. You can see him kind of like getting a little bit lower in his legs. And then it's like, oh, an emergency swing, like, oh, it's actually going to be a strike. And he's kind of fighting it off. So to me, when I see this sink into the legs, buckle a little bit, and then fight it off, this is on a 1-1 count. This isn't even just defending with 2 strikes. This is a 1-1 count. And you can read his body language here. He's like looking at where the ball went. He's like, He pulls his hands in here a little bit. You can see him pull his hands in like to his body, like, ooh, that one kind of crowded me a little bit. So to me, this area, I'm learning in this at bat, like he does not like cutters up in this area, and that's why I went with those. Now I had a little bit of information beforehand from the desert at bats where I knew that was a good spot, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here when I'm reading his body language. So now, after 3 pitches that start, or 2 pitches, 2 strikes that start here and end up as strikes right here, I figured I'd start a ball about here and break it below the zone and see if I get that chase curveball in this zone below the plate that I mentioned earlier in this video. So that's my thought process here, and just don't get it there. This pitch is up, well up above his eyes, and you see that sinking into the legs again a little bit. He's sinking down. And then he just puts this kind of defensive swing on it, realizes it's going to be a strike, and just kind of puts this, like, let me just try to foul this off. I think he was just trying to foul it off. Not the best swing if you watch it in real time. You can see, actually, if you watch it in real time, you can actually see a little bit of that buckle and that delay. Watch Ramirez, watch him kind of sit down a little bit. There's this little bit of delay and a little bit of buckle on this pitch when it's coming, right? There's a little bit of hitch in the swing where he reads ball out of the hand, but then identifies it's going to be a strike, and he kind of has to restart the swing, and we get a weak little pop fly out to left field. And right here, if you look at me, I see it, and then I turn real quick to say something to Jose as he's running to first base, and I said, home run! It's trying to make fun of him a little bit for, basically saying that ball he hit in the desert is the same ball that he just hit there. So that's where I'm telling him right there. Home run. So here we go. Here's the third at bat. Here's the fun one. And before this, he was at third base right before the 6th inning, and I ran up the steps and I said, Jose, hey, I got his attention, and I say, he goes, you one more inning? I said, yeah. Are you hitting second this inning? He goes, yeah, I hit second. I said, you want this again? And he goes, yeah. I said, okay, I'll give you this. He goes, okay. And I said, one eye though. He goes, no, two eyes. No one eye, 2. I said, okay, we'll see. So he didn't want the one eye closed. He wasn't a big fan of that. So the very first thing I do, you see right here, watch the hand. We got one finger right there. There it is, one finger. And I give him the one finger like to the eye, like this. One eye. There's the fastball sign. Fastball up and away. Let's get a strike zone up here because I feel like for this at bat it's going to be a little bit relevant. There's a pitch that a lot of people in the crowd, as you heard earlier, thought it was a strike. So here we go, first pitch. Fastball down middle right here. Been missing this ball all day, but he's right on time with it. All of these swings, if he makes contact with any of these, it's going a very, very long way. Look at the helmet. You can see the helmet coming off of his head here, just like rattling around there. He's swinging so hard. He's like, okay, good first swing. Here we go. Okay. Cutter, there's that cutter sign. Cutter up and in. Again, going back to this area with the cutter that he doesn't like. And there's the hand. One eye, pointing to the eye right there. Good pitch, good pitch. Definitely missed, but it does what I want it to do. It comes out flat, looks like a fastball just above the zone, and ends up just kind of in. You can see he doesn't like the ball kind of breaking in and getting close to him in this at bat. You can see this ball doesn't miss the plate by very much at all, but you see his reaction. And this ball is nowhere close to actually hitting him, but his reaction is he's not looking for the ball to come in. Gives me a little head nod right there. Okay, fastball away. Gives me, you see again right there, you see a little bit of a head nod. There it is. Just a little acknowledgement. He reads this as a ball. It probably is a ball, but get the strike call. And this actually opens up the at-bat quite a bit. When I get this strike call, he's like, I don't know about that. I didn't think it was a strike, and I got the strike call, and I was like, okay, this is good. Now I can rip some breaking balls. I can have a little bit more fun with this. If this count goes to 2-1, I'm probably coming with another heater because I don't want to go 3-1 against him and take a chance at walking him again. So that's actually a really big pitch in this at-bat. So before, as we saw in the prior video watching the announcers, we don't catch it on this video, but I give him the glove sign for the curveball. Ball starts way up. And now this is the second time today that he's seen a ball start up that level and end up as a strike. So he actually takes a much better swing at this. Now you can see him pulling his hands into his body just a little bit here and rotating. This ball beats him for sure, but he fouls it off. And I give him a little head nod like, I'm talking to him here. I'm like, almost had you, Jose. Almost. And we're kind of going back and forth, and he's doing his little thing. I'm talking to him a little bit. Here we go. And this is the one the crowd wanted. So Jose's looking at me like, what are you gonna give me? Let me get the signs. Looking straight out here. Like, what do you got for me? Give him a slider. And he's like, come on, bro. Slider. Look at his head. Head tilt like, He's not too on the slider, but he says, okay, here we go. And then we paint. I want that. It's not a strike. It was definitely off. He's right. I knew it wasn't a strike. The umpire's right. Jose's right. Gives a little head shake right there. You can see right here. Nope. And the fans are going crazy back here. You heard earlier they're going crazy. Jose looks out at me right after that, shaking his head, and I give him a nod. I'm like, I know, not a strike. Okay, here we go. So there's the fastball sign. Fastball, one eye closed. And he goes, okay, and it's on. And this is where I'm trying to get the ball right down and kind of down and away where I've been trying to get it all day because I'm pretty sure that's a swing and miss. Down middle, he's going to foul it off, but I think if I get this ball, oops, there goes my strike zone. Let's redraw that. I think if I get this ball kind of in this zone outside over here, he's out. And that's exactly what happens. Get that ball down and away. I give a little bit of I threw it, I grunted, I saw I struck him out. Like I was all excited. So there's my reaction, first reaction right there. I think Jose's reaction is super funny here. So he swings, has a great swing, just misses it. First off, Will does he foul tips this ball just a little bit, right into the palm, get the catch, secure it. Jose's immediate reaction is to turn around and look and say, oh, did he catch it? So he's like, oh, look how fast his head turns here. He's like, uh-oh, did he catch it? And he sees that he caught it. So I give the scream, and I go hands on knees to look at him. I'm just staring at him like with a big smile on my face. And he's looking at me like, oh, you got to be kidding me. He's got this big smile on his face. He's like, oh, is there a hole in my bat? You know, look at him look at his bat right here. He sees the catcher, catches it. Look at him look at his bat. First thing he looks at his bat. Like, where's the hole in this barrel? Like, what? He doesn't know what to do. He's like, he got me. And then I'm staring at him staring at him. He's walking away like the biggest smile on his face. I got the biggest smile on my face. And then I hit him at the end on Twitter. Don't worry, son. It's just spring training. Keep your head up. So claiming him as my son. Man, what a fun at bat. What a fun at bat. I'm going to replay the at bat with the announcers talking about it now that you have the backstory of all the different stuff that's going on, just to watch one more time because it's just so fun. It makes me so happy. But this picture, I will save this picture forever on my phone. Look at this smile. Look at this smile. He just knows that he's been got. He doesn't know what to do. He was telling Will Smith the entire at bat. He goes, "Hey, this guy's loco. This guy's loco. This guy's crazy." That's always what he used to tell me in Cleveland. "Oh, you crazy, bro. You crazy." He called me loco all the time. So that's my at-bat with Jose. I had a lot of fun. That's probably the most fun I've had playing baseball. You can probably see it on my face. I'm just so happy looking at it and watching it and stuff like that, breaking it down. That's probably the most fun I've had playing baseball in an individual like baseball moment. And I can't even remember when. Most times I'm having fun. It's in the competition. You know, it's like I'm having fun, but it's a very intense competition. And that's what I'm having fun doing, is being a very intense competitor. This one, it was an intense competition, but it was just so much fun in general. So I'm going to leave you guys with this clip from the broadcasters. Play it one more time. Let you guys enjoy that on the way out. And I'll see y'all in the next video.
Jose Ramirez fouls this one off.
Well,
there's the
he
peekaboo
went with
pitch.
the closed-eye peekaboo delivery.